Hank. I died. I'm a ghost.
Well, your secret's safe with me, regardless. Want to join you on the job.
The disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp.
I'm sure the ladies will be happy to get some blood on their hands. For a good cause, of course. You know, for any cause.
That just leaves the target. Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Don't you ever question me.
Of course not, boss.
Oh, so it's like an instant playdate.
I like how you think, boss. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
Good news, friend. You've been selected to supply the gangs of Nuka-World. Or else.
What? Yeah, sure. We'll make sure you're taken care of.
You, the Nuka-World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live?
You listen closely. This land is ours. So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right?
So you decided how you want to claim that territory?
Get a gang together. Those settlers are as good as dead.
Stick with the classics. Now, once you and the crew have cleaned the place out, those lucky girls and boys will move in and start working the place. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang you want to join you on the job?
The disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp.
I'm sure the ladies will be happy to get some blood on their hands. For a good cause, of course. You know, for any cause.
That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again, make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka-World's first new homestead?
We can't target certain settlements with certain jobs?
Unfortunately. Can't talk people off their land if there's no one around to talk to and the like. Most cases, I'll try to let you know why we can't target a place, but the biggest hindrance is if there's already some activity going on there. Though if that is the case, that Pip-Boy of yours might be able to give you some info on whatever might be blocking us hitting that spot. Now, you ready to pick that first settlement?
What were those targets you recommended before?
Croup Manor, Taffington Boathouse, Greentop Nursery, and the Slog. Again, I can't guarantee those will all be available targets till I check my notes. But if they are, they're certainly a good place to start. Now you ready to make your decision?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where do you want to hit? Let me... Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
Don't you ever question me.
Of course not, boss. So, these sorts of jobs are pretty straightforward. Move in, kill everything in sight. Be a couple of our guys waiting for you when you arrive. Help you clean the place out. Now you're not gonna be able to take a direct route to the place. Fast way to get yourself killed. So you'll have to meet our folks outside town. Wouldn't be surprised if some Minutemen showed up to lend a hand. Wish I could see their faces when they see who they're going up against. Now, if you're looking for something to give you an extra edge, might be worth checking in with some of the gang bosses. Probably got some trick or two up their sleeves. The crew that's joining you's just gonna have standard kits though. If you want to arm them up differently, I'd take along some extra gear. Show those settlers who's in charge.
So I get the name. Turns out I knew the guy. We grew up together. Life went way off the deep end, though. He owed a ton of caps. Felt awful for him. I mean, I still did it. But it felt like mercy.
Oh, yeah. You're a real goddamn saint.
Hey, boss. Was wondering when you were gonna come see me. Heard you're collecting toys to help you mark us out some new stomping grounds. Well, ours is, without a doubt, the finest little piece of hardware you've ever laid your eyes on. Sure, she may be based off some shitty operator tech, but a little Dixie love and some fine tweaking go a long way. Let's just say, them fever blossoms ain't no joke. Mix them with just the right ingredients, makes people madder than a hornet's nest. Perfect for convincing any meddlesome settlers to rip each other apart.
Is there anything else I should know about this?
I mean, she won't work on bots or lower gen synths, but otherwise, that's it in a nutshell. All you gotta do is sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Oh, so it's like an instant playdate.
I like how you think, boss. Only wish I could watch the show myself.
Can't lie. If you break something, I'll like it.
Hey there.
Got a good look at them, boss. Seems they brought in some muscle, which just means more bloodshed to go around. Wanna move in?
There anything I should know about the place we're about to hit?
What? You nervous, boss? I wouldn't sweat it. You picked the right gang for this. Now, how about we get started?
I wanted to change your gear before we head in there.
Are you serious? Fine.
Let's get this show on the road.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
Got company!
Incoming!
There's nothing like the taste of warm blood.
Pity she didn't last longer.
Why don't you people just leave us alone? I was just getting started.
Hey,
Unimpressive, but I guess it'll do. The sooner we get some supplies coming in, the better. You can run along now. Go tell them how it went.
I just want to trade a few things.
Go ahead.
Well, well. Word going around is there's some new raider boss tearing up the Commonwealth. Not too shabby.
It's a damn good start.
I'll make sure your cut of any caps the outpost pulls in are waiting in your quarters. So, now that we got part 1 on the books, we can move on to part 2, provisions. If you want to hang on to this newfound territory, you're going to need to convince a nearby settlement to start handing over shipments of supplies. I'll make sure those shipments get distributed direct to the outpost. Any caps they provide will be waiting in your trunk up in Fizztop. And the more a settlement produces for itself, the more of each we can get them to cough up. Now, like before, the method's up to you. You can try talking to them yourself, convince them to hand over the goods, or you and a crew can introduce some bullets to some kneecaps.
Why stop at kneecaps?
There any details I should know about these methods?
Well, these jobs run pretty similar to those for claiming territory. Using force will give you more places you can target. Plus, settlers can't just blow you off. You try scaring them into paying up without laying some groundwork first, it could end up being a costly endeavor. Now, any thoughts on how you want to do this?
Kneecaps? Meat bullets.
Sounds good. I'll make sure everyone knows this is a maiming job. So, which gang you want to back you up?
The pack.
Works for me. Then all that's left is the target. Only wrinkle is that it's got to be near our crew's new outpost. No settlement's just gonna hand over goods if there's no one close by to follow up on threats. And if you ever want to see for yourself which settlements are within range of our outpost, you can check the map in your Pip-Boy. The Slog might be a good choice to hit, though I'd have to confirm that's still the case. So, what's the target? Oh, that place. Isn't that one of your old stomping grounds? Sure that's the one?
Does that matter?
Only if you want to keep control of it. Targeting a settlement for a job is gonna break whatever connections you might have had to the place. Worth taking a moment to consider how much you like having that spot under your thumb. So, that the target?
Don't you ever question me.
Of course not, boss. Now, forcing a place to turn over provisions ain't complicated. Beat the locals so bad they don't want to fight anymore. Put any backup they might have called in the dirt. I'll make sure there's a crew waiting when you get there, and that they know they're only allowed to kill the hired help. Watch yourself out there.
Look alive.
Say the word, boss. You need anything, you just say the word.
Hey, got any gear for sale?
Sure, boss. Take a look.
Life's too short for bullshit. Gotta party like it's your last day. Every day.
Boss, let's chat. Shank says you might need our help vacating the squatters living in our new digs. And ain't it just your lucky day? Wait till you see what I got. Found some toys a couple operators left on their corpses in a back alley. Not sure how they got themselves dead like that. No shame. I took them apart and made a little something different out of the parts. Was just gonna be a toy for my pets. But it's more useful than that. Beasts find these things irresistible. Toss them on the ground and anything nearby and hungry will come a-running, ripping anything in their path to pieces. But, you're gonna want to be a safe distance away. Because, well, the things leak. A little. Don't want to end up becoming a snack yourself. Oh, and here, take this paper. It'll show you how to make more. Don't look so surprised. We ain't all knuckle draggers.
Can I use it indoors?
Nah. Doorknobs. Bane of creatures great and small. Also, the sense tuned for creatures in the Commonwealth. So if you travel real far, probably not gonna work there either.
Call in a pack of hungry animals? You trying to get me killed?
What, me? Try to get you replaced so soon? Nah. It would make for a good prank, though. Seriously, just try it. Should be fun watching those settlers get torn apart.
A bag of animal bits? Well, this isn't the worst thing I've ever been given. Thank you, Mason.
You're welcome.
It's impressive, Mason.
Ha, ain't it, though? Don't forget where you got those. And when you're putting that to good use claiming new haunts, don't forget us, all right?
That farm run by ghouls.
I can
Isn't
resculpt
that
your face
something?
if you like.
Sure.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah, sit in the chair and I'll do my best. Don't worry, I'll be fine as soon as I get started. I'm ready when you are. Just have a seat. Easy living, this ain't.
This is gonna be fun.
Finders keepers, am I right?
Boss, as soon as you say go, we'll go black and blue some settlers.
And you're sure you understand the job?
Mm-hmm. Hurt 'em, don't kill 'em. I got it.
Let's do this.
All right. What the?
You're gonna be sorry you messed up.
What just happened?
For the Minutemen!
Just when I was starting to have some fun.
There we go.
Good news, friend. You've been selected to supply the gangs of Nuka-World. Or else.
What? Yeah, sure. We'll make sure you're taken care of. Tighten this.
They're threatening to tear the place apart if we don't get the hell out of there. It's cute, but irritating.
Then I guess we'll just have to let them know who they're dealing with. You did good. Now get going. The adults are gonna discuss this. Figure this would happen sooner or later. Our outposts caught the attention of some of our new neighbors in the Commonwealth. An outside crew of raiders think we're honing in on their territory. Sounds like they're planning to tear the place up, and our people with it. Suppose this provides us a good opportunity to make an example. You thinking what I'm thinking?
Mayhem and destruction is what I'm thinking. For what it's worth.
What can you tell me about this gang?
Not a whole lot. Our scout said the boss calls himself Sinner. Claims to have a decent-sized crew ready to take what we stole fair and square. Suppose he just needs to learn who his betters are. So, are you and I of the same mind on how that ought to get done?
Were you thinking about throwing an ice cream social too?
Wasn't my first idea. No. Look, boss, raiders of the Commonwealth, all those mutts understand is force. And I'm thinking it's time you and them came to just such an understanding.
I will rip them to shreds, personally.
Bingo. Only language raiders in the Commonwealth understand. Force. But you should probably get going. You wouldn't want to keep our new friends waiting. Wouldn't be neighborly.
Hey.
What's up,
4
boss?
good hours of sleep last night.
Look alive, Gage.
Hey, you doing all right?
Hey, got any gear for sale?
Yeah, here you go.
Watch yourself. You of all people know what their kind's capable of.
Got another one coming through the gauntlet, boss. Pictures waiting.
Why? What went down?
So it's this easy kill job. You're closing on the spot. Boom. Huge explosion. I run over, place is gone. Must have been one of those muties with the nukes. Still, job got done.
Just be glad you didn't show up early. Disciples are a bunch of lunatics. You gotta consider what it says about you if you're handing over territory to them.
Guess you heard the alarm, huh? Well, you know the deal. You want to take down another worthless Wastelander?
Time to put on a show.
Hell yeah! No better way to earn a raider's respect than kicking some ass in front of a crowd. Just head for the arena whenever you're ready, boss.
Stupid lady! Bathe in your blood!
Who's in charge around here? I'll tear their heart out. I want the head of whoever's running this shit show brought to me on a... You! You, the Nuka-World waste pile that thought you could move your gang into Sinner's territory and live? You give me one good reason I shouldn't slice you open and eat your heart right here.
Look, I'm sure there's a solution that helps us all here. Let's figure something out.
To hell with that. We got enough trouble from the other gangs around here, poaching our scores. Ain't no room for another crew. Now explain to me why I shouldn't just gut you.
You listen closely. This land is ours, So turn around and crawl back under whatever rock you came from. Right now.
Whoa, whoa, easy. Take it easy, all right? Sure, just, keep it. Place was a shithole anyway.
Oh, please try.
With pleasure. Kill 'em all!
We get something good out of this.
Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing.
Oh no, Shank. I died. I'm a ghost.
Well, your secret's safe with me, regardless.
What? Didn't think I could handle it?
Nothing like that. I'm still just getting used to having an overboss with some stones around here.
So, what's next?
Well, right to business then. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka-World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt, so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty straightforward. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses, plenty of beds under cover, and enough clean water to go around. Not much more to it than that. Was there anything else?
I think I've got everything I need to know.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, you come find me. Or you can always consult that Pip-Boy on your arm. No better tool to tell you what your outpost may be hurting for. Now, depending on the state of the place when you hit it, this first outpost might already have some of the bare bones set up. All you've got to do is build up what's missing. If you want to run some jobs to convince more settlements to start sending supplies, well, you know how this works. You just come talk to me. And I was thinking, with the outpost coming as far as it has, might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. Be good to make some trouble in the Commonwealth again. So, there anything I can do?
Answer some questions for me.
Shoot.
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Improved defenses is the word going around at the moment. Couple more turrets or guard posts ought to do it. Was there anything else?
What do I need to take into account when intimidating settlements?
Well, the bigger and more fortified your target is, the more work you're gonna have to do to get them to crack. But using tools from the operators, building a Nuka-World transmitter within range of the settlement you're trying to target, they'll make it easier. Plus, the more outposts you've got nearby your target, the more interested they'll be in what you've got to say. You had any other questions?
Remind me, what's the best way to keep outposts happy?
Well, you want to make sure they've got all the necessities, defenses, beds, water, and food. Ideally coming in from a settlement you've convinced to hand over supplies, but you can always drop some direct in their workshop if need be. Beyond that, you could build them some entertainment, and if you're wondering what they're lacking, best thing to do is check your Pip-Boy. It's got a page with all the information you could need on what your outpost might want. I'm also willing to share whatever I hear. And lastly, don't make them farm. Lose a lot of goodwill from your gangs by making them pick fruit. So, was there something else?
Is there anything our outpost needs at the moment?
Yeah. Getting word they could use some more food coming in. If you want to run a job to convince a new settlement to cough up supplies, let me know. So, was there something else?
That was it.
Got it. Something else I could do for you?
Looking to run a job.
You got it. Just need the details. What job you looking to run?
It's time we took over another settlement.
Let's just get the first one squared away for now. Expansion can come later. So, what can I do for you?
About time I talked some settlers into providing us with supplies.
Works for me. So which gang do you want keeping folks in line when you're done?
The Disciples.
Done. So, what's the target? Huh. Was that? Believe that spot's one of yours, boss. Still want to proceed?
Don't you ever question me.
Meant no offense. So, to get these settlers to cough up provisions, they need to know that we aren't a crew to be trifled with. You can try convincing them to pay up, or you could rough them up some. Let them know we mean business. Lizzie Wyeth with the operators ought to have some tools you can use to make things easier. Plus, having an outpost nearby gives us another option. Claiming the airwaves. Building a Nuka-World radio transmitter at an outpost within range of the target will let them know we're closing in on them. Your Pip-Boy map should show you which outposts are close enough to serve. And if none of that works, well, I suppose you could always try paying one of them to convince the rest. And it's worth remembering. The more populated or heavily defended a place is, the more prep work you're gonna have to do to get them to bend. Just bring us back something nice.
Hey.
What's up, boss?
Look alive, Gage.
You're a real stunner. You know that?
Have any gear I can buy off you?
Yeah, boss. Here's everything I got.